Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're talking all about Prada beauty. I have an eyeshadow palette, I have a foundation, I have some lipsticks, I have some skincare samples as well that we'll start off with at the beginning. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. A few weeks ago, I was in London and I stopped at Harrods. That's where I bought these items here. But I was given a few samples of skincare. So the first item here is the Prada Augmented Skin Serum. I think there's only one serum available and it retails at $410 USD plus tax. Let's see what the claims are for the serum here. So it is refillable. That's nice. What is it supposed to do? Product details. Prada Augmented Skin opens new perspectives in luxury skincare by combining natural origin ingredients with advanced technology. The serum acts as at the very source of biological performance, recalibrating the skin's natural functions. The serum is realized with eco-design formulation using the adaptogen smart technology inspired by the innate power of adaptogens. This innovative technology synergizes targeted adaptogens with potent derm actives to increase skin resistance to stressors. It has hyaluronic acid, it has squalene and antioxidants. Okay, let's just go ahead and apply this serum. So it looks pretty milky and, yeah, milky, a little bit runny as well. It has a little bit of a scent, but it feels nice. I like the texture because to me this feels hydrating. I'm not sure about the price tag. You know, we all have our luxury skincare indulgences, but I'm not sure if this one's for me. I'm very happy to try the sample here. It feels very milky. It melts into the skin right away. There's nothing tacky, nothing sticky. It really just goes into the skin immediately. It feels nice. The scent is gone. Okay. It definitely gives a glow instantly. Like, don't you find? Right away, I feel like my skin looks radiant and luminous. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the moisturizer over top. I'm putting the rest on the back of my hands. Waste not, want not. Now there is the moisturizer. This is the Prada Augmented Skin, the cream. This has similar ingredients to the serum that we just used. It also has hyaluronic acid, it has a vitamin C, it has ceramides as well to promote hydration in the skin. And this one also is refillable. And I believe this one has a gel texture. Yeah, so it's very jelly. That's quite nice. Let's go ahead and apply this. There's a little bit of a scent, not very much. It feels cooling. I'll put the rest on my chest here. Okay, so the gel moisturizer has a little bit more of sticky texture than the serum. It feels really nice. It feels like a regular gel moisturizer. As a reference, I'm 35, I have dry, dehydrated skin. I think this is nice. I don't know if I'd want this moisturizer for winter because I live in Montreal and we have pretty harsh winters, but it feels nice. Honestly, the combination of the serum with the moisturizer feels nice. Like, I actually do feel moisturized and hydrated. So I think it's a good combination and I like the glow. The price tag is a little jarring, but it's Prada. I mean, it is what it is, you know, it's luxury beauty here. And I'm very grateful to have tried a sample. Someone mentioned in the comments before that they tried the cleanser and they love the cleanser. So, you know, maybe with Black Friday deals and all that jazz, you can get these. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the glow. All right, let's keep it moving here. So I picked up one of the eyeshadow palettes. I have the Prada Dimensions #2. So when you get the palette here, they're all refillable. almost everything I think for Prada Beauty is refillable. I have the shade number, or the palette number 2, Pro Fusion. And as you can see in this palette here, basically with all the Prada palettes, you get 3 shades that look very classic, and then you get 1 twist. That's literally what the yellow shade is called. It's called the twist. And that's exactly what this is here. So here we have swatches of the palette. Now the top color is described as a hyper matte texture. I would agree. It's very matte, and it's described as structure. So we could use that one to create shape and structure. The center shade is described as a satin finish. I think that's accurate. And it says prime, so possibly this is what we're meant to do to prime our eyelids. Interesting. Then we have the metal foil, very accurate in description. And this says to luminize, so to add lots of luminosity. Yes, definitely. Then we have our soft matte twist. That's the twist in this palette here, what to do with this yellow. And it does feel like a soft matte. It feels a little bit different than the black color, but I have to say, just by playing with these shades, everything feels very creamy, very buttery, very nice in texture. I will start with the center prime color here, and I'm just going to place this on the lids. Everything that I'm wearing today, everything that I'm mentioning, the brushes, it's listed in the description box down below. This is the BK Beauty 203 brush, and I'm just going to place this on the lid. Now this is a beautiful color. It's a satin finish. It's less intense than the silver metallic foil one. And this is a silver taupe with a hint of purple. Just, it's in the back. It's in the way back, the purple. It's very subtle, very soft. I am definitely getting some fallout right now with this shade here. That's why we're doing the eyes first. And you know, something to keep in mind, regardless of the palette that you purchase, you do not have to use every shade in the palette at the same time. You can go ahead and create something fun and funky and challenging, but you don't need to. So don't worry if you can't quite figure out how to use it all right away. I'm using a clean blending brush. This is the BK Beauty 211, and I just want to blend this out. I'm very happy with this palette here because I have been desperately wanting cool toned palettes or cool toned eyeshadows. And this is just nice. You know, there are so many beautiful shades to choose from Prada, and there's never like a wrong answer, you know? It's really just your taste and what you feel like in that moment. Now, I kind of feel like being bold. I feel like going into the structure, the hyper matte, super matte shade. I'm going to use this Refer 29 brush. This is a super dense, super short brush. This is perfect for eyeliner. So I think we're going to do a little flick of eyeliner with this, and we're going to treat this like our eyeliner basically. So taking this brush, we're going to press it and drag it slightly along the lash bed. This color is so opaque. You could do a beautiful, intense, like classic chic, smoky eye with this, like just pure black, just blend it out, and a little touch of the yellow maybe in the inner corner, or the silver, or really nothing else. Sometimes just a pure black matte smoky eye looks really nice. Please sound off in the comments below and let me know what you've picked up from Prada Beauty. I believe it's been available in the UK and I think US for longer than the rest of the world. Here in Canada we have Prada perfumes, but as far as makeup goes, it's only online, and I wanted to, you know, play with the colors and textures in person. So let me know what you've picked up. Now we take a deep breath and do a little prayer, and we do a little flick with the brush here, just a little bit. It sort of mimics eyelashes and elongates the eye. I think it matches. We'll find out shortly. Now switching over to my Refer Beauty 28 brush, we're going to go into the beautiful silver luminize metal foil color here. I'm tapping a lot of the product onto a tissue here just to help with the fallout, but we're still getting a lot of fallout here. We're just going to, I think, press this shade here. Pressing this shade into the center part of the eye can help with the fallout instead of sweeping it back and forth. Also, it can help with the intensity, although this is very luminous, and even if you used your finger to pick it up and press it, I think it would work just as nicely. So now I'm going back into my clean blending brush from before. There's nothing on it really. So I'm just going to use, hold on, I'm struggling with my little palette here. There we go. I'm just going to blend this out softly here. I have a ton of fallout and I have more work to do, but I'm a bit distracted with the level of makeup all over the place. So I'm using a little sample here of the Prestige line from Dior. This is the eye concentrate, and going on a Q-tip like this. One thing about me, I hate when people use a makeup wipe to remove makeup fallout. Like, I just described to you the price tag of the skincare we applied. Why would you wipe off all of that wonderful skincare with a makeup wipe or makeup remover? Like, that makes no sense to me. I would rather use an eye cream, eye mask, eye serum, something like that, because as you can see, it is clear, it's cleaning it up. It's getting rid of the fallout, and the delicate eye area stays moisturized. You know, you just take a little Q-tip, take some eye cream like this. Oh, I see it all the time. And I see it with like professional makeup artists too. I'm like, whoa, why? Maybe it's fine if you're younger, but I don't know, I get like, I don't think I have sensitive skin, but my skin often gets red when I manipulate it, like with my fingers. And so if I'm taking a makeup wipe like this, it gets red and irritated. So I don't know, that's a big ick of mine. See, the Q-tip is now gray and sludge-like because it did clean up all of the makeup. So I want to finish the eyes, but I think I'm going to do the rest of the face first and then touch up the eye afterwards. I'm going into my Prada Beauty foundation here. This is the Skin Reveal Optimizing Refillable Foundation, 30 ml, and this is 53 USD. I don't have my receipt with me because, you know, I went across the ocean, so I don't remember how much it was in pounds, but in US it's 53. It has a lot of shade ranges. I have the shade MN40, so I don't know exactly what the lettering stands for. I think it's neutral 40, the M, I think it's medium. I think it's medium neutral 40, and you can sort of see those letters and numbers like that. But again, I am MN40. This claims to be a long-lasting foundation developed with buildable medium coverage for a soft matte finish, infused with potent ingredients. It optimizes skin tone, luminosity, and texture, revealing a soft, filtered complexion in real life. Interesting. So it's, yeah, soft matte finish. It's supposed to have 24 hours of wear. I did a wear test. Full disclosure, I did not wear it for 24 hours. So I'll give you a swatch here. I still have my eyeshadows here. This is what the foundation looks like. So it's a fluid texture. It's a little runny, but not very much. You can sort of see it slightly gliding across the back of my hand here. And I bought a makeup brush from Prada Beauty. This is not the official foundation brush. This is the crease concealer brush, but when I was in store, this is what they used to test the shade for me, and I really liked it, so that's what I ended up purchasing. So we're just going to add a little bit in the center here. Now, this is a fluid texture foundation, but I have to say, this dries really quickly. You know, certain foundations, like certain liquid foundations, when you wear them, you blend them out, it sort of feels wet on the skin for a while. This does not. This does not feel wet at all. Like it feels wet the instant you apply it, but as I'm blending it out, it doesn't feel wet. It doesn't look wet. It doesn't feel wet. It really just sort of dries instantly as you blend it out. I think calling it a medium buildable coverage is very accurate. I would say it's a little bit closer to medium. This is not a skin tint. This is not your skin but better. This is a foundation. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need a bit more coverage. Just taking a little bit. I'm probably using close to a pump, maybe not a full pump. You're still going to see a little bit of imperfections here. You could spot correct if you wanted to, but I would say, yeah, it's a good medium coverage. It's not going to be super, super full coverage, but it's really nice. It glides easily. It has a little bit of scent as well. I don't know how to describe it other than possibly floral. I'm going to go ahead and throw the ingredient list here, so please go ahead and read that if you have any allergies or sensitivities. But yeah, this is why I bought this brush here, because like look how easily this blended out. I know it's very small, but it's a small but mighty brush, and yeah, it's really nice. I think MN40 is a perfect shade match for me. Yeah, that's perfect for me. A wonderful shade. I love the finish as well. It's natural, but it gives you coverage. It instantly has almost like a soft velvet matte. You know, a lot of these new matte foundations for luxury brands, I think I was scarred in the past by matte foundations that were just like super dehydrating and made me look super old and cakey. But now when they say matte, it's like a soft velvet matte, almost like a powdery finish in a matte. That's what this looks like here. I still have some luminosity in the center of the face, but nothing oily, nothing greasy here. So let me just add some concealer and I'll be back in a moment. All right, let's go into our twist. I'm using a Refer 03 brush. This is a very fine pencil brush here. I'm just going to pack some of this yellow on here. And I'm going to, I can't decide if I want to do the whole eye. I think I'll start the outer part here. I'll just go on the bottom lashes. Okay, so I just went ahead and added some black waterproof liner in the waterline here just to connect that, and tons of mascara. I'm just touching up the little twist here, this yellow color. I'm actually impressed by how not that jarring it is. Like I thought, like, you know, the twist is a lot, but I don't know, like the yellow is a bit more muted. You could pack it on, but it's not, I don't know, it's not that bad. I'm really impressed. I think if you layer the prime color with the metallic one on top, you get a more intense shimmery look, which is nice. But I'm almost tempted next time to do like just a full black matte smoky with like a pop of yellow in the inner corner. Or honestly, I might do like a bare eyelid with just the yellow in the inner corner and tons of mascara. That could also work. I'm impressed. Let me add a bit of blush here. For the blush, I want something super basic. You know, there's just a lot going on in the eye. I want something really light, and I have this blush here from Benefit. It's called Peachin'. It's a peachy blush. It has a little bit of luminosity to it. This is what it looks like here. You know, because the colors are throwing me off a little bit because we have the silver, which is cool tone, but we have the yellow, which looks a bit warmer. So I think just a nice neutral peachy blush here. And this is the Chanel blush brush here, just to add some color to the cheeks without adding too much attention to the cheeks, because I want the focus to be on the eyes really. If you're going to do something this intense and dramatic, you kind of have to pick your quadrant, let's say. Like, well, not really quadrant because it's 3, but anyway, is it the eyes in focus? Is it the cheeks in focus? Is it the lips in focus? You have to sort of pick, you know. We're gonna go with the eyes, so the rest will be a little bit more demure. Now I have a lipstick here. This is the Soft Matte in the shade B101. Beautiful. And this is refillable, of course. It's just a really pretty nude. I'll give you a swatch here. Very pretty, very soft, subtle. It's a matte, but kind of looks like your lip but better. And this is the type of balance we need with this look here. These lipsticks feel so nice. They feel buttery. It feels like nothing at all. It feels like very feather, lightweight. It really feels like nothing. And this B101 is a perfect nude. Like, you can tell that I'm wearing a lipstick, but am I wearing a lipstick? You know, maybe I'm just very naturally blessed, but it's very pretty, very comfortable, very creamy and buttery. Very nice lipstick. Now for foundation shade range comparisons, like I stated that I'm wearing the Prada MN40. I'll give you just a little pump here. And then as a reference for Chanel, I'm typically a B30 or a B40. Winter time is more B30. So this is the Chanel L'Essence de Teint. This is B30 here, right next to it. This one, the second one, is much more runny and fluid. We have here the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Matte version. I have the shade 4C305. And this one here is pretty fluid as well. Well, it's actually a bit thicker. So here we have the Givenchy one. And then I have the Capture Totale from Dior. And this is the super potent serum foundation. I wear the shade 3N. So here we have our little foundation buffet as a point of reference for you if you're going to be buying a foundation online. Moving on to the wear test. So I did a wear test of this foundation yesterday and I wore it for 10 hours. Now the first check-in here is after lunch, so maybe 4 hours of wear. It held up nicely. You can see that it looks very natural. It looks like a soft matte. There is still a little bit of glow, not anything greasy or shiny, but just a healthy, natural glow. You can sort of see it a little bit fading around the mouth, not a lot, but just, you know, a little bit from, you know, eating, drinking, etc. And then this is at the end of the day. This is the same day. My hair is just up at the end, and this here is around 10 hours. And there is a little bit more shine in the center of the forehead, a little bit more shine in the center of the face. If you have oily skin, you may want to add a more mattifying powder. This is just the foundation, no primer, no powder, anything like that. And at the end of the day, there's a little bit more wear around the nose. That's it. As far as it looking cakey or heavy, there was absolutely none of that. I smile a lot during the day, so I always check to see if it settles into fine lines, textures, things like that. It looked really natural all day. It didn't build up in my smile lines. It didn't build up anywhere really. I would say that it has a powdery finish. It has that velvet powder finish. The finish reminds me a lot of the Chanel Aqua Velvet. Like, what's it called? Like Vita Lumière Aqua? No, sorry. The Ultra Le Teint Velvet. The one that comes in the black bottle. That one has like a soft powdery finish. I would say that's what this reminds me of. So like I said, I'm 35, I have dry, dehydrated skin. I think if you have very dry skin, if you're someone with a lot of texture or with a lot of facial hair, let's say you have a lot of peach fuzz, I could see it possibly looking a little bit powdery or just noticing the foundation a little bit more. Just something to keep in mind, but it's really subtle and it's really I don't know. I really like it. I think it's incredibly natural. I like that velvety, soft, powdery finish. I did not see the foundation pick up on anything, but I could see how it could because of that powdery finish, just to note. But overall, I really like the foundation. It's really nice. I like that it's a nice medium coverage. For winter, I like more coverage, and so I think this is going to be my winter foundation. I think it's really nice. I like the wear. I like that it dries down instantly. It doesn't look wet. It doesn't feel wet. It just, as soon as you blend, it just becomes soft velvet matte with the skin instantly, which is really nice. I like the finish. I like the texture. I like the coverage. It's really lovely. I think that this palette is really interesting. I'm pleasantly surprised with the twist color. It's more wearable than I thought it would be. Like, this may not be for everyone. That's fair. You don't have to buy it. I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's different. And yeah, I think it's really cute. I think the lipstick is really nice as well. I think it's a good pairing with the eyeshadow look. So yeah, that is my video on Prada Beauty. Please leave a comment down below. If you made it to this part of the video, please leave a yellow, a black, or a gray heart emoji in the comments. That way I know you've made it to the end of the video. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure you are subscribed because I talk nonstop about luxury beauty. I like to reuse a lot of my new releases, so I'm going to give you lots of inspiration on how to use this and a lot of other recent holiday purchases that I picked up. I picked up the Tom Ford, the Guerlain, and the Chanel holiday collections that I'm going to be rehashing very soon, so make sure you're subscribed. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.